Very good morning. We will wait for a minute. Let others join. Let's get started. Welcome to the session. Coming to me, myself, DNREDDi, having over 10 years of experience into iOS, and I started my career as an iOS developer, basically iOS lab mentor or lab coordinator in one of the institutes. And I started giving training from almost 10 years now. And I am currently working in one of the top MNCs and started providing training from 2012, like almost 10 years now. Worked for different institutes as a trainer and given a couple of corporate trainings and even traveled abroad for giving training for one of the good MNCs. He's the Steve Jobs. He is the person who was behind Apple, who invented Apple and MacBook, and he's no more, but his products are still alive. This is the latest iPhone. In the previous session, the latest iPhone was 13, but day before yesterday, they have unveiled the iPhone 14 and iPhone 14 Pro. These are the latest iPhones, and iPads. These are the iPads and laptops. iMac is a inbuilt computer. What we can say, everything is inbuilt kind of laptop, but it is a little bigger. And Mac Mini is a small kind of CPU. Apple Watches, Apple TVs. These are the various products which we are having from Apple. But we majorly focus on iPhones and iPads. And once you develop application for iPhones and iPads, but we can use the same programming language to develop the application for Mac as well. Mac means desktop applications like Safari. The one which we are seeing right now is Keynote, is Mac application. Safari is browser, which is Mac application. Xcode, the tool what we use, is again a Mac application. Like you can develop application for desktops as well as smartphones such as iPhones as well as iPads. iWatches also you can develop with minor changes. Apple TV. First thing, we're going to develop application for smartphones. What is smartphone? Smartphone is a cellular phone. It is a basic phone with integrated computer and other features not originally associated with telephones. It is a telephone, if you say it's used to have only calling facility. The smartphone, in addition to the basic calling facility, it also has internet feature, touch screen, and capable of running applications. This was the first smartphone from Apple, which was unveiled in 2007. This was the first generation of iPhone. Not only iPhone, not only iOS, so there are many other operating systems and many other devices as well. iOS is one thing, one operating system which is developed by Apple, whereas Android, which was launched in 2008 by Google, BlackBerry, and Windows. But these two are not much popular, but iOS and Android are more popular, and people are using, people love to use it. Current operating system of iOS is 15.6 and Mac OS. Mac OS is similar to Windows. We have Windows Vista, Windows XP, Windows 7, Windows 10, right? Similarly, for laptops or desktops, Apple has their own operating system called Macintosh. That is the version of that is 12.5, which is not required, but this is required in interviews as well. People might ask you what is the current version of iOS, which is 15.6. It gets varied. Actually, with the iPhone 14 device, they have introduced iOS 16 actually, but that is in beta version. Anyways, this is the Mac OS 12.5. The name of the Mac OS is Monterey. You know what we are going to do with this program? We are going to develop applications for iOS devices such as iPhones and iPads. Okay, our target is fixed. But what exactly we need? What are the hardware requirements and what are the software requirements to develop applications? One is Mac OS running PC. We need one system which is running Mac OS, not Windows operating system. We need Mac OS running PC. Either you can use a laptop or MacBook or iMac or Mac Mini. You can use iMac or a laptop such as MacBook or Mac Mini, anything which should be running Mac OS operating system. Software requirements. What are the software requirements you need? You need Xcode and iOS SDK. Xcode is a tool. Xcode is an IDE, integrated development environment. Along with that, we also need iOS SDK. What exactly the iOS SDK is? iOS SDK is a kind of a framework set. We can say software development kit. Software development kit, which includes the programming. Okay, we know what is our target. We know that is iPhones and iPads. What exactly the hardware requirements? We need a Mac PC, Mac OS running PC. And what are the different tools we need? We need Xcode and iOS SDK. iOS SDK in the sense the programming. Here we are having two options. One is Swift programming. Another one is Objective-C programming. There are two options to develop iOS applications. But the programming languages are Swift and Objective-C. Objective-C is almost outdated now. Swift is the current one which we are using. And coming to Xcode IDE, Xcode is a single tool. It also contains some subtools called simulator and instruments. Simulator is the place where exactly you test your application. We can say virtual device. Everyone cannot buy iPhones while developing, right? While learning, everybody cannot purchase iPhone and test your application on iPhone. Simulator is the one which is virtual device, virtual iPhone, what we can say. Virtual iPhone where you can test your application. Instruments is the place. Instrument is another subtool where exactly you fine-tune your application. You can check the performance of the application, how much memory it is occupied, what is the CPU utilization. Those things can be tested by instruments. And now we know what is the hardware requirement, what is the software tools requirement, and what are the different programming languages we have. Now, what is the version of Swift? The current version of Swift is 5.6. While attending the interviews, please do remember, you just go through the Google or Apple site and verify what is the latest version. This is not going to be constant. And current Xcode, they recently launched 2 days ago. They launched Xcode 14. Previously Xcode 13.x. Now Xcode 14 is the latest one. In interviews, they will ask you, they will test you whether you are up to date or not, up to date with technology or not. So this also plays important roles. The tools is simulator, right? This is how the simulator looks like. This is how the Xcode icon looks like. This is how the instruments look like. Now we know what are the different tools we need, what are the different, what are the hardware requirements, what are the software requirements, what is the tools, what are the programming. Now, once everything is developed, you have used Mac system to develop application by using Xcode tool, Swift programming. Once you develop the application, you have tested by using simulator and instruments, and your application is ready. You have to place your application somewhere into the public. To place your application to the public, this is the place where you place your application so that public can access your application. This is called App Store. This is called App Store. We have for Google application, for Android application, we are having Play Store, right? Similar to that, we are having App Store. For Mac application, for Windows application, we have generally in Google some kind of store we have. Here for App Mac Store. Sorry, Mac App Store. Mac App Store is the place. This is again a store where you can find applications for the systems. Applications for the systems. Now we know where exactly to place your application. To place our application, we need to purchase something from Apple, that is called Apple Developer Program. Apple Developer Program, which you need to purchase by paying either $99 or $299. There is a difference in $99 and $299. Even there is a free account as well. What is the Apple Developer Program? Apple Developer Program is annual premium membership, which helps from code to customer. Code to customer in a sense, you can publish your application, get to the latest betas. You can access the tools or softwares which are under beta. Under beta means under testing. Those tools also you can access and use them. Beta testing and test your application by external testers. Okay. Once you develop application, to test your application on real device, the developer program is required. Dive deep analytics. Like once you publish your application, you can know how many number of people are downloaded from which area, how much time they have used. Those analytics you can find out. Access to resources. You can also access the resources by purchasing the $99 Apple Developer Program. You can do all these things. Okay, in Apple Developer Program, there are 3 variations. One is $99 per year. Another one is $299 per year. Another one is free. Apple Developer Programs are classified into 3 different categories. One is a free account. Another one is $99 per year account. Another one is $299 per year account. This is $99 per year developer account helps us to distribute to public through App Store, where you can place your application to the public App Store. When you pay $299 per year, you can distribute your application on your own by using private App Store, private store. One real-time example here is there is Swiggy application and Swiggy riders are there, right? Riders also using some application, but you can find Swiggy application on App Store or Play Store, but you cannot find Swiggy rider application on App Store or Play Store, because that application is enterprise application. They are installing their application to the only riders, authorized riders. Okay, that is the difference here. Even if you take any MNC companies, they mostly go for enterprise applications, because they install their application onto the on their own employee applications, on their employee devices. Okay, let's say IBM is there. IBM, they will have their own store. Only IBM employees can access that. That is called enterprise program. Okay, free. We can also create our one free account, but you can just access the resources, but you cannot publish your application. You cannot test your application on real device. Okay, you can also go to developer.apple.com, create your own free account so that you can download Xcode tools and some of the resources. But These are the three variations in developer account or developer programs. Recap everything. Steve Jobs is the person who was behind Apple. He invented iPhones and MacBooks. He was the founder of Apple. The major device which they developed is iOS and Mac OS. Under iOS, we're having these variety of products: iPhones, iPads, iWatch, Apple TV. And under Mac OS, we're having these variety of products. There are many other products as well. Okay, mainly iOS is one operating system, Mac OS is another operating system, which they have developed. To develop application, we need a MacBook, Mac running PC, and we need tools such as iOS Xcode IDE, as well as iOS SDK, and programming language we need, that is Objective-C or Swift. You can develop applications for iPhones. Basically, iOS applications you can develop, as well as Mac applications you can develop. Once you develop the application, use the Apple Developer Program. There are three varieties of Apple Developer Program. Free, $99 per year. That is the development program. Another one is Enterprise Program. Enterprise Program is $299 per year. And finally, once you publish your application to the App Store, installs can happen. This is the ecosystem of the Apple. And what is the agenda of this course? Okay, explaining the concepts in real time. Whatever concepts we are going to teach will be written in front of you and shown you. 95% of the code I'll write here in front of you, and 5% which cannot be written and which cannot be tested here will be shown like videos. And it is completely interview oriented. From the day one, you will learn interview questions, how to face the interview and how to interact with how to answer different questions. Okay, we are having almost 600 interview questions with answers. Once you go through them, you'll definitely get a job. Either you have to get a job in 99 days, or you have to get full of confidence to get a job in 99 days. Either you should be getting a job, or you should have enough confidence to get a job. And everything is a real-time work environment and real-time tools. That is what we use. Real-time tools in a sense, real-time work environment in a sense. Once you work as a team, you will interact with some of the tools like version control systems. Those you need, we teach them. And real-time tools such as to interact, even in company, there are many people. How do you interact with one-to-one? What are the different channels we're having? We're having Slack, we're having Zoom, we're having WebEx, we're having different tools, Skype for business. Okay, we see how to use them. In the course covers 60 plus solid hours, at least 60 hours we need, 60 to 70 hours we need. The programming what we use is Swift plus OOPS concepts I teach. At least we need 3 to 4 days to understand what is program and all. Then we jump into the data types and very basics to very advanced. And coming to iOS, very basic iOS application lifecycle too, using controls, maps, etc. And consuming web services and then pulling the data from the server. What is server? What are the different ways to pull the information? What are the different methods to pull the information? How to post the information? How to load the images? Those things we see. And how to store the information locally on the device. What are the different mechanisms we have to store? Design patterns, which are really important, which we teach. And instrument, how to, once you develop the application, how to use the instruments and fine tune your application. And a client interaction tool, how to use WebEx, GoToMeeting, Zoom, etc. Like how those happens. And developer portal, what are the different developer accounts we are having, how to publish your application to the App Store, and how to publish your application to the testers. And interview questions with the answers. We're having 300 plus interview questions with answer, not 300, around 600 we have now. And there are many more what we teach. These are the two websites which we need to keep an eye, like developer.apple.com, where you see updates about the tech, apple.com, where you see about updates about the products from the Apple. This is what the complete course contains, and what are the different things we need. how it is going to be, what is the agenda of this course. And I also have my own course on Udemy that you'll get access to that. This is my course by DNREDDi. Okay, where I have around 160 interview questions. Okay, from only for only Swift. I have added a few more. I just need to publish them. There are around 600 questions. For iOS also, I have these questions. From very basic, like what is the operating system, what is data, from very basic to very advanced, which I cover here. If you simply read all these things also, you'll get a job. 90% of the questions will be covered here. Okay. Still, I need to add a few more. It comes around 550 to 600. This is all about the course structure, what I follow, and 45 hours is not sufficient, not at all sufficient. So I make this course as 60 to 70 hours, where I teach everything in front of you, and all the documentation is ready for the course. Let me show you that as well. I will share this document with you while teaching. All the document is ready for Objective-C as well as Swift. Okay, now I am not using Objective-C slides, but this can be shared with you for Swift as well as iOS. All this document will be shared. That is what I teach while explaining the concept. And let me show you some real-time tools. That is what we use. This is the export actually. This is the export. This is how it looks like. You can search from here. Spotlight is the place where you can search the entire Mac. Spotlight, this is called Spotlight. Let me search for export. You can search from here. Just click on it. Create new project. I'm taking single application here. These are the templates what we can use. See here, there are various templates for watchOS, tvOS, iOS. Okay, I'm taking the basic application. My first application. Here itself, you can choose the language, like a theme that is not required. Whether you want to use Storyboard or Swift UI, whether you want to use Swift or Objective-C. I want to use Swift. This is my first application. This is the Git like version control system which we use in real time. I will definitely touch that. This is the Xcode. We're having various tabs here. We go through everything. This is the storyboard or user interface where you create user interface. There are many tools which you can simply drag and drop and use. This is the button. You can tap me. This is the image where you can place the image. Let me place some image here. We have here image. Okay, there are default icons also you can place. This is the image here. There are text fields. We touch each and every component which is there. Here is the simulator which you are targeting. Let me target for iPhone 13 Pro. This is where you run. Just run it. Run, stop, and run. It is very simple. I'll make it much simple. This is the simulator what we said about. Okay. This is the simulator. Application launched. Okay. There are various simulators here. You can also download additional simulators if you want. Okay. We teach almost everything. Any more doubts here? This is the requirements. This is the home screen of Mac, where you find the Apple symbol here, where you can perform the sleep, restart, shutdown. Or if you want to know about the Mac, you can know about this Mac, like what is the operating system. This is the latest operating system that I have. 12.2, actually it is 13 right now, which is beta. And display size, storage capacity, how much is free, how much is paid, support resources. Okay, this is where exactly the we can say start button if we compare Windows. And this is Spotlight, where you search everything. And system preferences, we're having in Windows, we're having properties, I guess, control panel. Okay, system preferences. This is system preferences, where you can control, change the status of the application, like background or screen saver, accessibility, permissions, notifications, touch ID, Bluetooth, networking. All these things can be done here. And one thing is, whatever we use in whatever shortcuts we use in Windows, we use the same shortcuts, but instead of control, we use command. This is the symbol. In case of if you have Windows general keyboard, this is the command. Command C. Generally for copying, control plus C, what we use, right? Here, command plus C, command plus V, command plus P for print, command plus Q for quit, command plus W for quit single window, command T for new tab, command N for new window. Okay, all these things what we use. Yeah, this is Xcode. Xcode is an IDE where you can develop your application, where you can write your application, write your code, where you can manage your code, where you test your code. Xcode is not simply an editor; it is an IDE, integrated development environment, where you can write your code, manage your code, test your code. We have seen how to create the project or the different templates we have, and each tab, what exactly it is. We touch each and every tab. Okay, and one more thing is, every day the concept, whatever concept I teach, definitely there will be some assignment, so that you will get a good idea. And at the same point of time, we also cover the interview questions on the same day. What are the different interview questions from the day one? You need to learn interview questions, because around at least you need 400 interview questions to be answered. Then only you will get job. 400 means in around 60 days. Not the course is going to be around 75 days. Like at least you need to learn 6 to 7 questions per day. Okay, those we teach while teaching the topic. Need not to worry. This is playground, where you simply test your application. Not application, test your code snippet. If you want to test some small kind of logic, you don't have to create separate application and do it. You can simply create playground. Playground is an editor. Now we can say this is editor, but Xcode is not an editor. Xcode is an integrated development environment. Okay, we teach from very basics. Even if you do not know anything about the programming, you can learn. Let me show you some more examples, like from where we start. From what is program we are starting. Okay, you can understand how depth we are going to teach. What is data type, how the program works, we are teaching. Okay, what are the syntaxes we have, what are the different data types we have, what type contains what, everything we are teaching. You can understand how deep we are going to teach. Okay, even the version control system, like if you are working as a team, you should know how to integrate your code with other people. Multiple people are working simultaneously on the same at the same point of time. How do you merge your changes? We teach that as well. How to publish your application to the App Store? We teach that. Okay. How to test your application on the instruments, simulator? We teach whatnot, everything. Now it's time to questions and answers. If you have any doubts about the course or curriculum or timings, you can ask. The timing is going to be, the actual class is going to be started from Monday, day after tomorrow. I'm thinking to start it at 6:30. There are other people as well who are not joined this demo. Previously, they have joined. If they are also willing to join at same point of time, mostly there won't be any change in the timing. I'll talk to each and every one of you personally so that I'll gather the inputs and we'll start the session from Monday. Monday means it is 12th. The course ends on October, November, mostly November mid or 20th. By December, you should get a job. You need to focus in such a way. If you are a non-programmer, you need to practice at least 6 hours a day. Practice for 2.5 months. If you do not get job, ask me. Practice for 6 hours. If you are a programmer, at least you need to practice 3 hours. If you're already having some other programming experience, you need to practice 3 hours. You need to go through the blogs. I teach you the formula. Even if you see mathematics, formula is one that applies to the applicable to the many scenarios. Similar way, I teach you what are the different components we're having, how exactly to use them in real time. Whatever I teach, you will not encounter the same kind of solution, same kind of problem in real time. But you need to convert your knowledge into that problem, that solution. Okay, you need to, whatever concept I teach, you also go through. There are hell lot of resources on YouTube or Google. Go try in different ways. in Xcode. You'll get more errors. Ask me, I will help you. If you get more errors, only thing you need to remember is you should be able to teach some other guy. That is only fundamental. You need to teach. No festivals. Ignore everything for 3 months. We are spending for a degree certificate, for BTech certificate, we are spending 4 years and around 2 lakhs money for just for the sake of qualification. To show the qualification, you're spending 4 hours, 4 years. For life, you spend 4 months. You'll definitely get a job. Any more questions?
Yes. About the course structure, you didn't mention all the things, but Swift UI, it will be covered or?
It depends on the time. Okay, I am going to teach like if I have time, I'll definitely teach Swift UI basics, like what are the interview questions we are facing right now, right? Basically, all the people are not using Swift UI. Around 20 to 30% of people are using Swift UI right now. Okay, but anyways, I'll teach you what are the different interview questions we are facing. For that, I'll teach you how to face that interview and how to answer those questions.
Yeah, okay.
It does not mean that if you do not know Swift UI, you will not get a job. Even if you do not know Swift UI, you will get a job. No worry. Because everybody
in the same,
yeah,
in the same mode, like Zoom only we will connect, or
yeah, mostly Zoom, or I'll check any other program if you have.
Sure. Okay.
All the recorded sessions will be uploaded on YouTube. Those are only accessible to you guys. Mostly every day I record the session so that you won't miss anything.
Where? YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Any more doubts regarding course or timings? Yes, Sanjay Kumar, tell me.
Sir, good morning.
Morning.
Actually, my shift timing is from morning 10 to evening 6 o'clock. I reach home around 8 o'clock night. Is
It
it
is
possible,
actually
or else
morning session. Actually, it is not evening 6:30. It is morning 6:30.
More 62.
Around 1.5 hours. It depends on the concept. Most of the time, it will be 1 hour for almost 1 month. After 1 month, the concepts are a little bigger, so we might extend to 1.5 hours.
Is it
6:30 to
possible to
8
take
max.
class on Saturday and Sunday?
It depends. Saturday mostly it is there. Mostly it is there. Okay.
That is what I mean, because of from the weekend it's possible to log in on that to take the class.
Okay, it depends
Or
actually.
else,
Like for the first 1 month, almost we take every day, unless I have
okay,
some
fine.
plan. If there are any plans, I'll let you guys know earlier.
Okay, fine. Fine.
Any more doubts?
What is the H code that is suitable to 12.2.2?
Maybe you can use the Xcode 12. What is the OS? Mac OS?
12.2.2.
12.2. You can also use Xcode 13.
Okay, Xcode 14 is not suitable, right?
For Xcode 14, no, I think we need to upgrade to the latest Mac OS.
Okay.
I'm going to teach over Xcode 13.5. Okay, Xcode 14 is still under beta. It is not, released to public.
Okay.
Any more questions? I'll call you guys personally one by one and gather your feedback so that we can, settle the time. Thank you for your time. Happy weekend.
Thank you so much.